have that postseason feel.
And we are the beneficiaries of what could be a playoff preview. You never know, obviously, how things are going to shake out in terms of seeding. What we know unequivocally are these two rivals are prepared to play in what we would consider not just any regular season game, perhaps a little more on the line than you might expect.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guard. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Nice shot by Smart.
Well, that's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. Outside Irving. Outside KD. Clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. Second shot opportunity, and the basket is good.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Now here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Back to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden, that's good.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
Kevin, he told me their focus has to be at the defensive end. Better teamwork and communication. He said with that team, when you get your wires crossed defensively, you get burned. He also said that even though they've won 2 out of the 3 games in this season series, they want to approach tonight with an underdog mentality. We'll see if that can be done. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fascinating to watch.
I think part of that, Greg, is making sure your effort allows you to stay connected to shooters. That takes 2 things, coordination and communication.
Now Irving. James Harden missing on the 3. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Shot's good by Walker. Nets leading by 3. Irving passes to Durant. Here's Aldridge. He's covered by Brown. Harden, no good. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Irving lays it up and banks it in.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Pass to Brown. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Tatum, and Griffin sends it back. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Harden trying to get open, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tatum against Griffin. On the wing, Brown. Outside, Walker. The floater, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Harden with it. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brown against KD. Sent back by Aldridge. Smart against Harden. The dish to Griffin. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Count that bucket.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Now Brown. James Harden missing on the three. Brown the pass to Thompson. From deep three-point range, doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now here's Walker. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Walker against Irving. Here's Smart, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
First one falls for him.
Well, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
And so, Smart nails both of them.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now, here is Irving, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here is Irving. A shot by Harden, wide open, and Boston with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tatum drives in. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
And so Tatum nails them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Walker against Irving. Passes it to Griffin. Over Tatum. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And KD throws it down.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Here's Walker. Boston again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here is Irving. Following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Griffin, the rebound by the Celtics. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Over Irving. Tatum's shot is off.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Griffin.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Shoots from the high post. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics trail by 9. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
And here we can check out the story on LaMarcus Aldridge. Great showing for him last season. 18th in rebounding, 18th in blocks, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And like you said, one of the better rebounders in the league last season. He displayed a tireless work ethic that I think really rubbed off on the team. Now, here's Walker. Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Count count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, Thompson, a very good passer for a player at his position. Knows where everyone is heading.
To the wing on the left. Aldridge dishes to Irving. Back to Aldridge. Shoots the three. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Harden finds Durant. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Thompson passes to Walker. Fournier in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Walker's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Harden, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Walker in the post, defended by Griffin. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Walker. Tatum's got 6.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Griffin trying to get open, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Here's Walker, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Dinwiddie kicks to Griffin. Jordan dishes to Griffin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And, Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
Kicks it out to Harden. Here's the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, it helps to have the length and quickness of Evan Fournier to try to contest a shot. Really good job staying with his guy.
And so it's Brooklyn, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Thompson passes to Fournier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Dorsey, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Good on both.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Floats one up. Brooklyn with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. The shot's good from Griffin.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
They double-team Walker. On the wing, Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Griffin. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Walker. That one goes. Count it. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. Shoots over Fournier. Harden can't hit.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Fournier passes to Tatum. Back to Fournier. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Dinwiddie with it, guarded by Walker. 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Celtics trail by 13. There's the pass to Fournier. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Durant. Brown drives in. Nice D from Durant.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And stolen by Tatum. Pass to Walker. Back to Tatum. From 18 feet away, and the bank shot is good. Tatum's got 8 points.
This is one of Tatum's main strengths. He is a polished shooter who likes working in the mid-range.
Passes to Harden, puts up a 3. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Walker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 10 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Harden. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Nets lead by 12.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Thompson passes to Fournier. Kicks it to Walker. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. That shot is off. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Tatum finds Fournier. And no good that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Harden against Walker. Jacks up a 3. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's coming off an excellent season. 10th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Tristan Thompson, and Smart subbed in for Brown. A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress. That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Tries from 16. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Durant's got 14 points for the game. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Warriors. And Walker kicks to Fournier. The pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walker. And he makes good on the layup. 15 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Here's Tatum. Right side, Smart. He kicks it to Walker. Count the basket. Walker's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Harden. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Tatum.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Outside Fournier. Back to Walker. They double team Walker and stolen by Jordan. Durant against Smart. Here's Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Harden's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Smart passes to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Walker looking for an opening. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Griffin. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here is Durant. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris has checked in for Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. That's good from Durant.
What you love about Kevin Durant is he's an MVP level candidate every year, and yet there's a hunger and a thirst to get better at basketball. This is so fun to watch.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Good work there as it goes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Tatum. James Harden picking up that last basket. Tatum. No good that time. Nice D from Durant.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
Now here is Harris. Outside Jordan. Passes it to Durant. Clock at 4. Rebounded by Smart.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Kemba Walker. Indoors, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the basket by Harden. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
There's Walker with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Walker's got 24.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for two.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Walker. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Now Walker, he's got 24. Releases.
Well, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13-2 run. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out. And that's a wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 26 points for Walker.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Irving against Walker. The 3 from Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Thompson. And here is Tatum. Shoots from the line. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Harden against Smart. Harden kicks to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Man, one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Brown outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Aldridge, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. A nice shot by Griffin.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Now Harden, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Brown wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. Now, he doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
Guys, what you love about Tristan Thompson, he never lets up off the offensive glass. He is thirsty for offensive boards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the rebound rate steadily climbing for Tristan Thompson, Doris, in recent seasons.
Yeah, so much so, Kevin, that he set a career high back in 2018-19. You think about over the last 4 years, he has averaged more rebounds than points.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
Here's KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 7 for him tonight. They double-team Walker. Outside Tatum. Over Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Irving dishes to Harden. Outside Griffin. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 8 points.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
And it's Walker that time on the assist from Smart. Smart's got 4 assists now tonight.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And taken away by Brown. Pass to Smart. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
1 shot.
You ever notice the physicality that's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game? He just powers through the defense, sensational shooting.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body.
Mind the lane.
Excellent first
Mind the
step.
lane.
For him, it's all
1
about
shot.
aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And that one falls for Smart. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Poirier, the tray. Boston again missing. Here's KD. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Outside, Smart. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Poirier. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
The shot's good from Irving.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. And the pass to Poirier. Thompson right side. Bounce pass from Smart. Outside, Walker fires for 3. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low, Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Claxton's got his first basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, how about the leaping ability of Jaylen Brown? Soars high for the rim-rocking slam. Go to work, young man.
Stolen by Smart. Plays it in off the breakaway. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Here's Irving. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Pass to Durant. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thompson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Walker. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touch down low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
The 3 from Harden. Poirier grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 19. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for James Harden. Then for the Celtics, Robert Williams comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. That one misses.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Here's Poirier. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Kevin Durant.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Brown.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10.
Who got him?
The 19-footer is on the money. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You have to remember, the Nets surrendered their draft pick every year for 5 straight years, between the years 2014 to 2018. How they turned that into a playoff run last year, one of the great stories in the league.
Green, he's checked in for Boston. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounder, DeAndre Jordan III.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Here's Smart. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Shots good by Durant.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Smart. To the paint. Here's Poirier. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jordan. Feeds to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, do opposing defenses just start shaking their head when Kevin Durant starts cooking? Because he can heat up in a hurry.
Here's Wanamaker. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Inside. And KD throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Nets. Back to Smart. To the paint and stolen by Aldridge. Dinwiddie against Smart. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Stolen by Smart. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Smart.
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
And here's KD for 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feed. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Wanamaker, covered by Irving. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. There's the pass to Poirier. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And he gets the bucket. That's 36 points for Kevin Durant.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. KD's got 38 points.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
KD against Green. Outside, Smart. 6 to shoot. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Harris. Passes it to Jordan. Back to Harris. From outside the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Nets out in front, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum is out there with Ojale. Then it's Green. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. Here's Luwawu. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. He can't hit that time. And so Green will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Ojale. Here's Williams. Outside, Green. The rebound by the Nets. Harris looking it over. Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Here's Wanamaker. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Tatum. And he banks in the layup.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Jordan can't get it to go.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's Wanamaker. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Here's Llewellyn. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Now here's Dinwiddie. To the inside, Caruch. And Tatum pulls it down. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Green passes to Ogilvy. Over Harris. Back to Green. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Williams comes with a double team. And it's good for two.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Claxton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension, and what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
No, I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. Dinwiddie with it. And there's the pass to Caruch. Unable to get that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Wanamaker. And there's the feed to Williams. Green against Harris. Green, the pass to Ogilvy. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Wanamaker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Boston making a switch here. A one-deuce checked in. And so he hits both.
And the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
So it's the Celtics now. Spencer Dinwiddie missing his last shot. Wanamaker misses. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
2.
First one falls for him. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
And Harris drops them both. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Green. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Here's Claxton, kicks it to Dinwiddie. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Shooting 1.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Wanamaker the pass to Ojale. Outside Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Wanamaker. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Poked away and stolen by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. Garrett Temple is checked in for the Nets. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Luwawu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Poirier. Over Harris. Boston again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Wanamaker. Now the pass to Ojale. Here's Williams. On the money with the open jumper. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Temple the pass to Harris. Pass to Luwawu. Picked him clean. And a fast break now for the Celtics. 13 feet away. The kick out to Williams. Passes it to Awandu. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Temple. Pass to Luwawu. The pass to Harris. He dishes it to Temple. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton no good. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Poirier. Outside Williams. Passes to Wanamaker. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Harris.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Wanamaker and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Temple. Pass to Claxton. Here's Temple. Here's Luwawu. In the corner, it's Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Celtics.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the three-pointer by Boston. The pass to Luwawu. Pass to Karuch. Bounce pass Temple. Passes it to Karuch. From deep. It's hauled in by Wanamaker. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Musa, he's checked in for Harris. The Celtics also with a sub. Green's checked in. Williams finds Green. Down low. Pass to Wanamaker. Clock at 6. Here's a 1-2. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
First free throw is good. And second-round pick Kurucs ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now, Kev.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Now Williams. Back to Wanamaker. The high post shot. Rebound, Brooklyn. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Temple. Leans from outside. Claxton no good.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Here's a 1-2. Pass to Ogilvy. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 3. The pass to Ogilvy. Here's the 3. Wanamaker misses. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Claxton. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance
we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?